our nervous system. So the next piece we're going to look at is nervous system of the cardiovascular. So the sympathetic nervous system sends commands to the adrenal glands, where two hormones, are epinephrine and norepinephrine, are secreted to stimulate the heart and blood vessels. The release of epinephrine and norepinephrine affects receptors within the heart and blood vessels and improves the ability to cope with stress, known as our fight or flight. Two types of receptors within the heart and blood vessels will be discussed next, so you can understand how the nervous system controls the circulatory system. The heart and blood vessels have alpha adrenergic receptors and beta adrenergic receptors within them. Adrenergic just simply means related to the adrenal gland. And that is where your epinephrine and norepinephrine are made. The alpha adrenergic receptors are found in the blood vessels. When stimulated, the blood vessels constrict, thereby increasing blood pressure. So alpha is blood vessels. The beta adrenergic receptors are found in the heart and lungs, and they're broke down even further into beta 1 receptors and beta 2 receptors. And here's the simple way to remember your beta 1, beta 2. You have one heart and two lungs. So beta 1 affects your heart and beta 2 affects your lungs. So with beta 1, it's going to cause the heart to increase in rate and also squeeze harder with each contraction, which is also going to increase your cardiac output. The beta 2, it's going to cause the bronchi in the lungs to dilate, and therefore more oxygen is available to the cells in the body. So together your alpha and your beta adrenergic receptors prepare the body for fight or flight. That's your sympathetic nervous system. Now we have our parasympathetic nervous system. It also has effects on the cardiovascular system. So when it's stimulated, this system causes the heart to slow and beat more weakly. Although the sympathetic and parasympathetic divisions function in opposition of each other, this opposition is considered complementary rather than antagonistic. The net effect is a dynamic body able to respond quickly for fight or flight. The brain needs to know how the body is performing, so that adjusts in the pressure exerted by circulating blood. In that change can be made. How is the brain alerted to what is happening at the feet, liver, or heart? Signals are sent through the nervous system from special pressure sensors or baroreceptors spread throughout the body, which allows the brain to receive information about the blood pressure. Remember, the main function of the cardiovascular system is to perfuse blood throughout the body. The main locations for these pressure receptors are found in the arch of the aorta and the carotid arteries. By measuring the pressure in these two locations, the bodies can ensure that the most vulnerable and the most important cells get oxygenated. With this information, the brain is able to act and maintain perfusion. When you jumped up quickly, gravity was relocating the blood out of your brain. The baroreceptors detected the decrease in blood pressure at the carotid arteries. A signal was sent to the brain, and the brain understood the complication of low blood pressure and immediately turned on the sympathetic nervous system. That blood vessel contracted and the heart rate increased. The heart pumped harder and your blood pressure returned to normal and may even have gone slightly higher. Again, those baroreceptors detected those changes. So the body is going to work on keeping itself in that homeostatic state.